Hello and welcome to Vancouver Carpenter. Today we're going to do another one of those mud framing videos with the Darby. Now this one's a little bit more complicated because the last one was simple. It was just filling point A to point B. And this time what we're going to do is, well, I should show you this and it'll make more sense. It's another one of these tile reveals. So let's take a quick look at it. So up at the top we have about 1/4 inch, which is not ideal, but you could caulk it, you know, not that good. We go down, and then we got this joint where an old doorway was. And by the time I float this joint out, this is going to be flush with the wall. So it's going to go from 1/4 inch down to flush. And then as we make our way down the wall, it gets much worse. Down at the bottom, it's about a 3/8 gap. Okay, so let's say I decided to just float out this reveal and maybe bring it out about 2 feet so it wasn't too noticeable. But the problem then would be, is it would dive way in and then come way out again and back in. And so your baseboard would be super wavy on that wall. Really inconsistent reveal there too. So the solution is we're gonna build this out and then Darby up and down the wall and get the whole thing nice and straight. The first thing I need to do here is I need to create an edge to screed the Darby against. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be taking my trowel and slipping it just under that Schluter edge. So what I'm doing is I'm giving myself this nice edge to screed from. Now I'm also going to pull down this way to make sure it's flat and not humped like that. So this way is definitely a little bit harder and takes more of a skilled touch because you have to keep an eye on it and make sure it's not wavy. So that's looking pretty good. And part of what makes it straight is just the process of using this straight piece of metal going up and down, and it kind of flattens it out. So as you can see, I'm just sliding the trowel underneath. Got my mud mixed real thick this time. And with hot water to make it set up even faster. Needs a little more. I want my trowel to just slip under. Happy with that. This is the biggest buildup down here. pretty good. Go up to really smooth it out. That's looking good. Was looking good till I did that. One more. And now, because I know this whole area is going to need some fill anyways, I'm just going to start getting the extra material I have mixed onto the wall. There's no need for perfection at this point. It's going to get a whole other coat of this stuff. So that's got a pretty good base coat now at this point, and I need to let this set up, and then we're going to put another coat on and Darby that one. So it's had a chance to kick off, and it's now at this point that I'm going to start scraping down all this stuff, getting it ready for the next coat. Now that it's scraped down, I'm going to check it with the Darby and see what it needs. So it's actually pretty flat there. It's just got a little bit of rocker there. Very small though. That's looking pretty good. Even that is actually flat already. So it just needs a little bit of fill in there that I could do by hand real easily. But let's check the bottom. So right here, it's not bad. There's about 1/8 from corner to corner. Right there, it's still not bad, about 1/8. Let's get right down where the baseboard's gonna go, and we are at about 1/4 inch. So we need a big fill at the bottom, but the rest of it's looking pretty good. And we'll load it pretty full right here, which is where it needed it. And I'm gonna go all the way over to here. Making sure I have extra loaded here. I also added some all-purpose mud into my mix, just a couple of scoops, and what that does is it makes it so that it's more workable, is what I'm going for. So what happens is it doesn't stick, it doesn't start to set up on this stuff that's set up already. It just helps it give it a little bit more slip, a little more slide. So first I'm actually going to go into the corner just to flatten that out a bit. And now what I'm going to do is we're going to go up. So one more pass. Hold it nice and steady. So now it's nice and flat in this whole area here. Okay, we're going to carry on up the wall. Still need some. And I'm going to stop right about there because from that point on, I could just do it by hand. Okay, I'm going to check this spot, see what it needs. A little bit more right here. Okay, now I'm going to float it down. Whoa. One more pass here. I'm pretty happy with that. Got an unfeathered edge I'm going to take care of. Looks better. Big nasty lift off right here. Good. Well, making it worse. Leave it alone. It was good. You guys enjoying the sound of the grinder out there? Tile setters are here. So now at this point, the top I can handle just by hand, but it needs a little bit more mud. So this part I'm just going to do by hand because it's going to be a little easier that way instead of trying to get the Darby up there. One more down this way, clean it up. And I would say that's looking pretty darn good. Let's get a look at this now. So it's looking pretty flat and smooth. We'll get up close. You can see there's still some lift-offs that are going to need to be scraped. A little bit of porosity. But what we do have is it's totally straight. We've got this even reveal. It's going to be hard to see, but it's about a 1/16 all the way down. Gotta slow down. I know it's hard to see when I move that fast. So we got a straight, flat wall that goes with the tile now. So now that's all set up to get a nice skim coat of all-purpose mud. So that's been another episode of mud framing. Let me know if you guys like this sort of stuff, because every once in a while I have to do this and I kind of enjoy filming it and making videos for you guys. So let me know if it works. Here's the finished product, guys. Looking pretty sharp up against that Schluter edge. So there's mud frame wall number 1, and it doesn't look out of square. Looks good still. And we've got this one, mud frame number 2, looking pretty sharp. Just got a little 1/16 inch reveal down the whole way against that edge. So it's looking good. I'm happy with it. And the baseboard looks nice and straight. You can't really see it because it's full of dust still, but it's got about a 1/16 of an inch all the way through. Anyways, thanks for watching Vancouver Carpenter. I hope you found this useful or entertaining. If you want to support the channel, feel free to do all those like, subscribe thingies. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Until the next video.